your department is adopting the two-bin supply management system. The two-bin is a simple way of ensuring that products are in the right place at the right time. The system relies on two identically stocked bins for each item, one placed in front of the other. When the front bin is emptied, it is removed from its position, placed on the top shelf in the empty bin location area, and the rear bin is pulled forward into the front position. Once an item is removed, do not return it to the supply bin. If you take an extra or incorrect item, place it in the bin labeled returns. A supply chain staff member will return it to the proper bin as shown. Wait until a bin is completely empty before removing it. Do not consolidate the last remaining item from the front bin into the back bin. The turnover rate of a bin is used to set stock levels. Emptying the front bin early and overstocking the back bin causes inaccurate use data to be collected. Items are listed in alphabetical order along with the item's location on the shelf. Oversized items may be stored outside of a bin. In these cases, a reorder card is used to signal the need for restock replenishment to supply chain staff. When a reorder card is uncovered, it must be placed in the top shelf in the bin labeled reorder cards to ensure that the item is restocked by supply chain staff. There will be a large bin labeled LUM, CSC use only. Be sure not to place empty bins within this dedicated bin. This bin is used exclusively by supply chain staff to identify what items have been ordered using the LUM method. Failure to adhere to placement of empty bins in their designated location labeled empty bin location will result in a stock out in the supply chain room. And that's all there is to the two-bin supply chain management system. After a brief adjustment period, you'll notice reduced delays to patients, reduced stockouts and call downs for supplies, and a reduced risk of expired items remaining on the patient floor. Supply chain staff will enter the resource room and immediately restock the items that were LUM the day prior. The LUM bins will be removed from the designated LUM bin replenished location, items replenished, and the bin be placed back in its designated location. Should you need to find the location, you can reference the item's listing. Once the LUM items have been restocked, supply chain staff will scan and assess that there is a front bin on par for each bin location. If there is not a front bin, one of the bins will be removed from the empty bin location and placed to the side to be replenished via pick ticket. Supply chain staff will then scan and LUM the empty bins located in the designated empty bin location. Once the bin has been scanned, it will be placed in the LUM bin location. Supply chain staff will then reference the reorder card bin and LUM those items. The green reorder card will also be placed in the LUM bin. If a large item is not available on par, one will be LUM'd and one will be replenished via pick ticket. Once all empty bins and reorder cards have been LUM'd, the LUM bin will be turned around to prevent any confusion. Supply chain staff will then retrieve the items from the restock bin and validate their expiration date. If the item is expired, it will be brought down to central supply. If the item is not expired, it will be placed in the front of the front bin in its proper location.